go one step further than that and say that I don't think men think dating is fun.
Women are now getting mad at men for wanting relationships.
Like, why are men not approaching women in the bars anymore? Because we strictly go to the bars because we literally want to be approached.
So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a I'm having to sit here and go out and do things I don't want to do. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it.
Like, just talk to me. Like, talk to me then.
The more you beg, the more you plead, you just lose your self-worth, your self-dignity, and dog, it's not worth it.
He said, truthfully, I feel like men have higher standards than women because at the end of the day, men are the one who are choosing to be in the relationships.
Like, this one's kind of for you. Do you remember how back when we were young, dating was actually something we did more easily because we knew people. We either knew the person we were dating or someone we knew them. So there was some kind of connection. This dating random strangers, the internet and the dating sites, I'm done. I am so done with it. Not only is it a pain in the ass, but I think, especially for women, but for men too, it can actually be dangerous. So at least, if nothing else, be careful out there, ladies. You guys have a great one.
See, especially for ladies like her, right? The dating market changed fast. So what happens is ladies like her divorce men. So now they're giving advice, thinking about how it used to be, but those days are over. And also men being the way they used to be were over. You divorced your husband. I'm sure you have. Actually, I'm sure you go into her archive and see videos she's done in the past. You'll see, well, I left my man and now it feels lonely without him. Right? They always make those kinds of videos, but let's continue.
Single girlies this, and as a 30-something single girly, I need to spread this message. Okay, I feel like when you're younger, when you're in your late teens and your 20s, you have this idea of the timeline of a relationship, which is like you'll meet someone and then you'll spend a couple years dating and then you'll move in together and you'll live together for a couple years and then you'll get engaged and then you'll be engaged for like a year or 2 or 3 years and then you'll get married and then you'll be married with no kids for a couple years and then you'll have a kid. No, I'm sure that's not everyone's timeline, but I feel like if you live in New York or in like a major city and in this modern day and age, that's what like a lot of people are thinking. And that timeline works great when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe even 24, 25. I feel like once you cross over that 25-year point, the math stops mathing. Because you're like, if I date for a few years and then live together for a few years and then engage for a few years and then married for a few years and then have a kid, like I'm getting into my late 30s. And let me also caveat this with like, I don't get timelines. I am 33. I got married when I was 26, 27. I was child bride, got divorced within a year of getting married, and I've been single since my divorce for almost 6 years now. So first and foremost, fuck a timeline. I feel like I need to add that. But it's valid, like, right? It's valid that you have these ideas and we cling on to them really tightly and they're shoved down our throat by literally everyone in our life, from our parents to our doctors to the people that we work with. Like, everybody is pushing these timelines. But here's what no one tells you. So you cross 25. By the way, your Saturn return's coming. 27 to 30, 31 is your Saturn return. So your whole life is going to go through an upheaval regardless. Whether you're in a relationship, whether you're already married, whether you're already on that sort of train track with the relationship, when you hit 27, everything is going to get upheld regardless. So whatever. Let that play out. Believe me, as someone who got married right on the cusp of her Saturn return, let that play out first. Okay, and here's the good part of the video. When you get into your 30s, especially when you're on the other side of your Saturn return and whatever is going to happen to you over the course of your 20s into your early 30s, so much is going to happen to you. You are going to know yourself so much better. You're going to heal a lot of. That is the reason why you need to be with someone for so long before you make these bigger steps like getting married or having a kid with them when you're younger. You'll have already understood yourself on such a deeper level and the timelines start shrinking the older that you get. I'm not saying like, oh, now your ticking time clock is shorter, so you need to like shorten the timeline and like only date for a few months and then get engaged and then have your kid right away. That's not my point. The point is that you're going to be such a more embodied version of yourself when you're later in life, when you're in your 30s or into your 40s, that everything will just very naturally and organically fall into place on a much shorter timeline. All my girlfriends who are getting into relationships lately, I feel like they're meeting the greatest guys. They are so clear on what they want. They are so unwilling to put up with anything. They do get together, it's like instant chemistry. Their values are aligned. They're very clear about what they want in life. They make sure they're choosing partners who want the same thing. And the timeline becomes so short. The number of women who I know who within 24 months basically have gone from meeting someone to having the baby. I can think of like 10 people right now off the top of my head. And they're
Look what she's talking about, right? She's in her 30s. She saw work for a couple of ladies, and this happens all the time. She thinks it's going to work out perfect for her. Listen, ladies, do not listen to this. Follow the ladies that were in college and got married in college, because I think that's the right way to do it. What she's talking about, this independent boss babe, leaves a lot of women trapped. Tell the truth. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are succeeding, but look at the number of people that are struggling, right? Like, for instance, let me look at it right now. What percentage of women struggle with infertility in their 30s? I gotta look this up because you guys need to know, right? So let me show you guys this number, because let me go into AI mode so I can show you clearly what the number is so you guys can see it, because she's saying it like it's a piece of cake. I gotta show you guys. 1 second. Look at this. Let me share my screen, because the numbers, like, as easy as she making it seem, it's not that easy. Take a look. What percentage of women struggle with infertility in their 30s? The percentage of women who struggle with infertility in their 30s increases as they age, with the more significant rise occurring after age 35. Early 30s, 9%, between 7% and 9% during this stage. Approximately 63 to 70% of women conceive within 1 year of trying. It gets higher from 35 to 39, 22 to 25%. And then it says a woman's chance of conceiving within 1 year of regular unprotected intercourse is roughly 52 to 60%, 66%, right? The primary factor behind this increase is the natural decline in both the quantity and quality of eggs as women age. So you see that 25%, it's a high number. So a lot of ladies will listen to this and then go try that. And think about all of the females that are in the West that are single, modern women, independent boss babes. 25%. You see that number there? 22 to 25% is nothing to laugh at. Let's continue.
It was two of his guy friends over there and they're spitting game. And there's like three things that he said that really stuck with me. The first one he said was, all men know that most women don't uphold the standards that they set for themselves.
I couldn't agree more.
I said, oh. He said, yeah, we know that. We know that. That's why we can get away with things 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And we can say, we're going to do better, we're going to change, and never really change or half implement the change, because we know that you don't uphold the standards that you set for yourself. I said, oh, okay. So just know they're aware, right? They're aware. Men know when they got a weak bitch, right? Men know. That's one. Two, he said, a lot of women settle. And we know that. Women will settle. They'll say, I want someone who's honest and loyal. But I'll lie to you and you'll still accept me, because you don't believe that you'll get both of what it is that you're asking for, what it is that you're desiring from a relationship. So because I'm loyal but a liar, you'll take me. He said, as a man, I will never settle. I can see a woman and say, that's a wife, but she's not my wife because she doesn't check off my checklist. I'm not settling for nothing. And he said, and that's why, he said, truthfully, I feel like men have higher standards than women because at the end of the day, men are the one who are choosing to be in the relationship.
Real talk.
Right? Men are the one who got to get out on one knee. I don't know about y'all. I ain't getting out on no knee for no guy. Yeah, no guy. And he said, my standards will never shift or sway. And I have the ability to walk away if you're not serving me. And I know how to do it fast. He said, if there's anything I've learned in the dating life is get the interview process, wrap it up, ask all your questions and really, really vet that interview process like that. Because the longer you say, and he said, we're humans, we're physiological beings. So we grow more connected via connection, right? Like we grow more connected based off of the proximity that we experience with each other. So think about that one guy, right? That you knew really wasn't your match, but you kept him around. And then you started dating him. And then you like 2 years into the relationship, like here, like, wait, what? It's because you didn't cut that connection off like that when you sense the misalignment. He said, but as a man, if I sense misalignment, you got to go because you're not my wife. I'm looking for my wife. I say, yo. And then he said, he gave some analogy. I'm probably going to butcher it, but like, use your common sense to kind of get what I'm getting at. He goes, if I walk into a car dealership and negotiate this car for 60% off and they take it, why would I offer to pay for the whole car or something like that? And he was basically like saying how men, like when women want men to show up fully after they've accepted half of them, it's never going to work because the man knows that you'll accept 60%. You'll take him in, you'll feed him. You'll accept him at 60%. So why would he ever give you more if he knows that you'll accept 60%?
And you know it's wild. Who was she talking to? She was most likely talking to a guy that has a lot of know-how, right? He had to have been older or had to have been a guy that's chosen, one of the selected few, right? These new men, they're not as skilled. Because, you know, I'm a guy, I'm a firm believer in see a lady you like, talk to her. But a lot of guys are not doing that nowadays, right? And I spoke about it in one of my last videos, but we're here. We're here now. But what she's talking about is a guy that's accepted. Most guys don't feel accepted, right? Because most guys got in the game when there is no game nowadays. The date market changed. And what's happening is, yeah, a lot of women are ready, but a lot of men aren't ready either. And a lot of men don't want to be ready, right? Because females are pulling back on guys. When a guy, say if one of the selected guys, all right, does what this guy is explaining to her right now. Yes, of course. Me coming up, I knew for sure I'm looking to get married. But when I got to a point, I did play games. I'm not going to lie. I played games in the past. But when I got to the point where I was looking for marriage, I wanted marriage. And I wanted to make sure I got that person to marry, right? And wanted to make sure she was qualified. As she said, the guy told her, men control marriage. And we know that. So that's how the dating market changed. Is that men know we control it, not females. We do. And that's what he was saying to you. And a lot of guys do know that. Even guys that don't talk to females like that know that. Especially if he's working on himself. That's why guys work on themselves. So here we are now. It's changing. And they're not ready. Right? Because when females are pulling back, this is what guys are saying. And this one is a little harsh. But it needs to be heard.
don't want to be with you no more. The want to be with you no more. And I apologize for being so vulgar. I just needed you guys to open up your damn ears and listen to me. Now, I work with a lot of men. A lot of men have gone through my coaching program. And I've come to the conclusion that a lot of you guys are just pussy. Gee, if your wife, your girl, the woman you in a relationship with, the woman you in a marriage with, don't want to be with you. I don't give a if y'all got kids together. I don't give a y'all got assets together. I don't give a how long y'all been together. Stop begging for that. Stop pleading and begging for another chance and trying to prove yourself to that woman, because 90% of the time it's too late. She done already made up her mind. She done already made a decision, and she don't want to be with you no more, dog. The more you beg, the more you plead, you just lose your self-worth, your self-dignity, and dog, it's not worth it. So if she don't want to be with you no more, go. If she pull back, you pull back. If she want to walk out the door, go. For her life, but no more begging and pleading and all that sucker ass dog. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's. I really have nothing to say behind that. I mean, the man was vulgar, hardcore. I really kind of want to leave it in, but I think it's around a 15-minute mark. We can leave that in because you guys need to hear that for how it's said, right? That was raw. That was raw. And you need to hear it that way, raw, because he's right. No more begging. Those days are over. If you don't beg, show me some. Nah. That's how the date market changed for these ladies. That attention you used to get from pulling back is quite not the same anymore. These Gen Z men aren't playing. And you have to understand, and the older guys understand what's going on too. We know the games. You look on the internet, you see ladies talking about pulling back. You hear men explaining games, explaining it's a game, and showing guys how to play the game. Most men said, no more games. That's what's happening. No more games. Let's continue.
Never approach me. Y'all always say this on live or at my comedy shows. And I say, well, why don't you think the men approach you? I don't know. I have who want to approach a rest? If I see rest, I'ma let her rest. Why would I approach you? You alone. That's the point of the phase. It's a leave me alone phase. Okay, so if you want somebody to approach you, you gotta let your up. You can't. Okay?
And I could clearly tell that this guy that was sitting right there, he clearly, because he kept like, I don't know, do you know when you can tell in it? Bro, like, if you like, just talk to me, like, talk to me then. Like, why do men never approach me? Bro, like, god damn.
She don't got the RBF. That face is. A lot of men approached me. What was that face? She had it was the RBF. It was the RBF. You can tell she's sitting there. Those eyebrows are up. I know what it is. I made a video about this last week. When they get the Botox in the face, Botox injections, and the eyebrows like this. She got the resting. What you looking at face? Like, looking at you like this. What you looking at? She can't help it, but no, the girl is right. Men don't want to talk to girls with the RBF. Why? She said, let that bit rest.
I do not understand. So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a I'm having to sit here and go out and do things I don't want to do. I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. But I feel like I don't have a choice. Men, you guys just get to sit there and you guys can go wait until you're in your 30s.
You see this right here? I had to cut this off, right? Because what she's explaining is playing the game. You're playing the game that most men aren't playing. It's a vicious cycle because you ladies don't see it. Wake up.
You're almost 40 and you can just go get with a girl that's and live a normal life.
That's what guys are gonna
Girls
do.
don't have that luxury. I'm now sitting here at 25 having to figure out how the streets so I can figure out. So 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still with my daughter being an only child. Like, I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to be happy. Like, I want all of these things. But people don't want that nowadays, it feels. It feels like no matter, it's like, what is this dating stuff? What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's disgusting. Like, my friends helped me make a Hinge and a Tinder, and it's like, I hated it. I hate it. I ended up deleting my Hinge, and I'm getting ready to delete the Tinder because it's just, like I don't want to talk to anybody on there. Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like I'm just sitting there, like a magazine, going through, like, clothing. That's what it feels like. And it's like, I don't want that. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that at all.
Okay, can we, like, really talk about for, like, 1 minute, like, why are men not approaching women in the bars anymore? Like, are you guys really that scared? Because we strictly go to the bars because we literally want to be approached. Like, I'm not there just to, like, hang out with my friends. Like, yes, I want to see my friends, but, like, I am also there because I want to talk to people. I feel like the whole, like, oh, I've been rejected once and, like, now I'm terrified. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what we all effing say. And I'm like, okay, fine. Then you're never gonna, like, meet your wife. No, right? Like, just try. Like, have them being single. Have you guys not been rejected by other things in your life, like a job or whatever, like school? And you keep applying. Like, hello. Like, we're not gonna bite. Like, we want to be approached and we want to talk to you.
Those days are over.
The room. You're gonna find the right girls that are either, yes, I'll entertain you for the night, like, I'll go out on a date with you, or I'll, you know, like, literally, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just like, fucking, who gives a shit? Because you're always gonna be in the same spot. I also feel like, you guys have to remember, like, all girls, all they want is to be in a relationship or to be married. Like, that's, like, a lot of girls' goals. So it's like, you can, like, if you're approaching the wrong girl, then yeah, she's probably gonna reject you. And, like, I'm sorry if it's in a mean way, but, like, at the same time, it's like, know what you're approaching and know what your league is in order to make sure that you guys, like, she's looking at you or something. Don't just, like, cold approach her. Then you might get rejected. But, like, just remember that girls want to be approached.
Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. No, I actually wanted to approach you. I was wondering if you have a boyfriend.
Oh, I
Or a
don't.
husband. You don't? What's your name?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Julian.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm gonna be honest. Your body looks very amazing. I like going to the gym, so I just want to compliment you on that.
Oh, thank you so much. How old are you?
26.
Oh my god, I'm too old for you.
No, you're not. How old are you?
35.
That's okay. We can work that out. I'm a grown adult. I got my own stuff. I mean, we can go out on a date. We can see where we go from there. If you'd be up for it, if that's okay. You from Austin?
No, I just moved here back in December.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Austin's a great place. I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Oh, okay.
I moved here 6 months ago.
Wow.
What do you like to eat?
Oh, I like everything. Sushi,
Okay.
Mexican,
Do you like
anything.
Do you like barbecue?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, can I grab your number or Instagram?
Absolutely. Instagram might be easier.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Ultimately. Yeah. Do you want kids one day? Or is that more of a question I should ask later?
Definitely. Just not at this point in my life. Just not at, like, this point.
What do you do? What do you do for them?
I am a coach.
Really? Wow, that's okay. That's awesome. Okay. I actually been doing social media for like 5 years. I'm a streamer.
Okay.
That's what's in nowadays, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, be your own boss.
Oh, that's amazing though. Chemist. Wow. Okay.
I don't want to work.
Yeah, okay. Well, you have a beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. It's nice to meet you. I'll accept your request
Okay.
when I get
All
done.
right. Well, I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you.
Oh,
I just
okay,
wanted to approach you. You get your coffee.
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much. It was so
All
nice
right. You too. Bye.
My man approached the right female. He saw a female with glasses. Said, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk to her." Like, seriously, you want to find the one. Like, a lot of you guys pick them going, "I gotta get the baddest," and that's where you mess up. He picked the girl with the glasses on. She was a chemist. You see that? The man then lucked out.
Men don't really understand what casual relationships are. I want to go one step further than that and say that I don't think men think dating is fun. And I don't mean in the classic sense of, like, straight men don't actually like women and they don't like spending time with them. Every single woman that I know who dates men, including myself, for the past, like, 2 to 3 years seems to be consistently running into some version of either the man wants to get into a full-time, full committed relationship right away, or they'll act like we are human receptacles not worthy of a common courtesy hello before asking if they can dump their... I genuinely don't think that men understand that there can be an in-between. You talk to the person that you are seeing and you like go on dates and flirt and have fun, and just because you're doing that doesn't mean that the woman that you're seeing is hunting you down with a rifle in a wedding dress. Say that I don't think men think dating is fun. It's been truly fascinating watching that video end up on the red pill side of TikTok and Instagram. And I actually went out to dinner with a few of my former roommates the other day, which for those of you who have been following me for any significant amount of time, you'll know that I lived with 3 straight men for about 6 years. And it was really fascinating hearing them talk about how red pill men think about dating and relationships. They don't participate in that culture, but obviously because they are straight men on the internet, they have been exposed to it. And it was really fascinating because one of my former roommates was like, yeah, but what you might not understand is that a lot of these men view being in a relationship and getting married as like achieving a certain status. Like it increases their social currency if they are married. So when they think about dating, they don't think about it as like, oh, like, you know, am I getting along with this person? It's like, will this person fit into my idea of like what success looks like as like a high achieving man? And that type of thinking did seem to coincide with what a lot of men from that world were kind of saying in my comments. A lot of men were saying something to the effect of, why would we want to spend time and money and resources on someone if we don't think it's going anywhere? A lot of men in my comments brought up the fact that dating is really expensive for them and they don't want to go broke on someone if it's not going anywhere, which was an interesting point to bring up considering that I didn't mention anything about my expectation being that men pay for every single date that I go on entirely on their own. And while I understand my former roommate's point, the crux of the matter is that if a man like that views getting married as a marker of success rather than being in true partnership with somebody else, that means that...
No, men nowadays don't view it as a marker of success. Men nowadays view it as a trap that's controlled by the government for lawyers to rob them because of too many men being robbed. That's what it is, and that's what happened. Ladies pulled back, men moved on, and here you have it. But, you know, you got false information from guys who don't understand the manosphere, don't understand the red pill. So there you have it. I don't believe in the red pill myself, but I understand it. Obviously, those men don't. They may watch the internet and see certain things and go, okay, yeah, I see this. I see the one guy said this and one guy said that. No, that's not what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks it's a trap.
How men don't really understand what casual relationships are. I want to go one step further than that and say that I don't think men think dating is fun.
Women are now getting mad at men for wanting relationships. That's what she's complaining about in this video. She's saying she's upset that men don't want to casually date and want to actually get in relationships. That's what women are complaining about now. That we won't bang and bounce, fuck and chuck, hit it and quit it. That's what women are complaining about now. Ladies, casual dating for men is not fun. It's fun for you because all you got to do is show up. We have to carry the entire thing. And doing that over and over and over again with different women sucks. Yes, ladies, I totally get why you like casual dating. You show up, get bought, and go home. That's awesome. If we could do that, we'd like dating a lot more. But I still am blown away that she's complaining that we want relationships, that we don't want to dine and dash, let's say. Ladies, there legitimately is no pleasing you.
Sure isn't. But then you have him, you see how he reacted to it?
Men don't really understand what casual relationships are. I want to go one step further than that and say that I don't think men think dating is fun.
No, and I'm glad we're actually finally talking about it because this is a large reason of why I stopped dating entirely. Because yes, it wasn't just like one thing, but this was a very large part of it. And I haven't been on a date in like almost a year, maybe over, but I kept running into only 2 types of men it seemed to exist in the dating pool. And that was either the man who would take you out on one date and decide that he was in love with you. And you could feel the engagement bells going off in his head. After one singular date, they would become obsessed. And I didn't want anything to do with that because obviously we do not know each other after one date.
So what the man said is correct. These ladies are ruined. They created, give it up and go. Men thrive, certain men thrive and give it up and go. Most men are not used to give it up and go. And here we are.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.